I think Jasmine is your sister. Rachel Jackson Adams cocked her head, to the left, then the right. She studied her father, zoning in to see if his eyes were dilated, his speech slurred. Something. It was obvious her father was on the brink of a stroke since he was uttering complete nonsense. Jasmine? As in Jasmine, all those last names, Jasmine? Rachel asked her father. Maybe he'd been outside working in his garden. The Houston heat was enough to make anyone delirious. She only has one more name than you. Okay, Dad, you've got jokes. Rachel stood up from her spot on the sofa where she'd been sitting with her father watching their now defunct reality show, First Ladies. When she'd walked into his house this afternoon, she'd been shocked to see that he'd had that show on, again. When Rachel had joined the reality show on the OWN network last year, she had dreams of syndication, endorsement deals, and becoming a household name. Not to mention that she'd mapped out how she had planned to take Gail's place as Oprah's BFF. They'd only done one season of the show. Reality TV had proven to be too much for even Rachel, who considered herself a reformed drama queen. But her father, the Reverend Simon Jackson, was watching that show like it was the only thing on TV. Really, Dad? Rachel asked, grimacing as she looked at the TV. It was the scene where she, Jasmine, and Rachel's husband's one-time mistress, Mary, had visited a church for Women's Day, and Rachel had been forced to deliver a word. For some reason, Rachel had drawn a blank, so she just started reciting her favorite song lyrics. It had been the most embarrassing thing ever. I like this show, Simon said, finally smiling after delivering his cockamamie announcement. Wait, here comes the part where you talk about if loving God is wrong, you don't want to be right. Rachel rolled her eyes. I'm glad you find it amusing.